What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Drill. So today's video I want to show you guys is gun split close mini scheme inside of Madden 23. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So first and foremost, make sure you guys check the pinned comments, because in the pinned comments you will be able to see my website and exactly what all ebooks I have available. So if you want to take a Madden game to the next level, please make sure you go and check it out. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say my website, please go ahead and check out this 30-second video. All things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an Ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright man, so let's go on and dive right into this video. So as far as playbook, I'm in the New York Jets playbook. Again, I'm in the Jets offensive playbook. Now, split close can be found in the 49ers and the Dolphins, along with the Jets, of course, but I feel like the Jets have one of the better ones when it comes to passing plays, so that's why I'm using it in today's video. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you one play that I really like that works versus every single coverage in the game, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you gameplay so you can see additional setups and things like that. So let's go on and dive right into it, man. So as far as personnel goes, it's really self-explanatory. You just want to have your top two running backs in these two positions, and I'm using the Colts because I think they are one of the better teams to use split close with because they have two great running backs. Now I like having speed at my three receiver positions, so it's not really gonna matter. So actually, you know what, I'll take that back. Whoever your fastest receiver is, I love for him to be right here. In this case, I probably should put Paris Campbell, so that's actually what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So I'm gonna put Paris Campbell. He has 94 speed, and put him here. And then you really just want speed all around. So Pierce is actually really fast, and also Dolan's really fast. I believe they're both 92 speed if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, you just want speed all the way around there. But I kind of want to show you their playbook and why I like it. So the play we're gonna be talking about, the setup I'm gonna give you is out of DBL under, but of course, you know, they have PF slide, which is really good. They have the two run plays in power O and fullback inside. The only thing is they don't have the read option. I believe the Dolphins playbook is the one that has the read option, but they have a lot better passing plays. You can tell they have Z spot, which is really nice, and they also have you know, halfback wheel, which is a great passing concept. So to get started, and also they have fullback trail, which is a nice man beat concept as well. So let's go on and go into DBLN so we can go and get this started. Now I'm gonna be inside the dime defense simply because I want to show you zone and match coverage. Now as far as personnel for the defense, I just put in 4 garbage D line so I can have time to throw the ball. And I put an athlete right here. That's normally what you'll see people putting their, you know, fast user, and then we're gonna have speed all the way around. So I just want to show you. So we're going to talk about cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms, cover 2 man coverage, and we're going to come out in cover 3 so you can see everything that you could potentially face. Now this is what the play looks like pre. Now I just want to show you the defense too. See, we are in the basic cover 3. Now you really want to run this concept with your 2 receivers right here to the wide side of the field. So you can either run it on the middle hash, or you can run it to the right hash. So we're just gonna leave it in the middle just because. Now what you want to do is take triangle, put him on the option route. You want to take R1, put him on the option route, and then you want to take this guy right here and you want to motion him across. Now you want to motion him to where he touches the numbers, so as soon as he touches the numbers you can snap it. And what's going to happen is that any type of zone coverage, cover 3, cover 4 drop, even match coverage, if there's not a cloud or a hard flat out there, you will be able to throw that every single time. So I'll show you that here. I'll show you our next read as well also, but I just want to show you, you'll have this versus everything other than cover 2 and man coverage, literally versus everything. So you just want to wait till it gets to the numbers, then you'll be able to have that. Look at R1 and look at circle. It's right there. I do get a throw out of sack, but I'm gonna go on replay, just kind of explain to you why I really love this concept. Now like I told you guys, this will work every single time unless they put a hard flat or you know, a cloud out here by a cornerback. That's the only way that gets covered. But regardless, what's really nice is that we have a two-way read right here between this and the user. So normally if the user is using a hook curl, he has to decide who he wants to guard. Normally they're actually going to stay up top and you'll be able to throw this right here normally, but if they actually come down and play this, you'll actually have this route that gets open right up in here as long as you don't get a throw out of sack like I did. So I'll probably try to move the pocket a little bit and just kind of show you that in route does get open for a fact. I was just being lazy and not moving the pocket. So let me go ahead and show you this again. And don't worry, we're going to talk about the other coverages and we still have gameplay. But if you just be able to move the pocket, you can tell circle's going to get open, but they're just absolutely shedding my life away. But this is what you get when you go on all Madden practice mode. But moving forward, you tell it got open. Let's talk about cover 2. Now, like I told you guys, cover 2 is the only one where you can't actually throw that this little speed, I call it a speed out route. That's basically what it is. It's just so glitchy other than cover 2, you know. So look at R1. So on this one, R1 is going to be your main read. So what you're reading in cover 2, if you get a cover 2, is between R1 and circle. So that's why I love this play, because it's a two-way read every single time. And also it all depends on the user. So if this is your user, you can dump this down right now. Now if your user is on the other side, like if they're on this vertical hook over here, where's our vertical hook actually? Oh yeah, he got motioned over. But if he's on that motioned over vertical hook, then basically you're just gonna make a two-way read. Now what I'm gonna do this time is run cover 2 again, but I'm a base align so that way our vertical hook stays on that side. Because some people will base align when a person goes in motion, or some people won't. So I like to kind of show both ways. It all literally depends on who you're playing. But let's say they keep their vertical hook on that side. So look at R1. That's what I wanted to show you. And then look at circle. So those are always going to be your two reads as long as you have time in the pocket. And like I said, if you're playing all Madden, good luck having time in the pocket. But you don't need a ton. You just need a little bit. But I swear, practice mode is one of the hardest things to get time on. Now, man coverage is the only setup that's going to be different. With man coverage, well, I'm actually going to press, because most people will press, will shade inside underneath. So that's what most people do when they play too high safety look. So in man coverage, I like to take triangle, put him on the option route, but I'll take X this time, put him on a slant, and we're still going to motion him. So that way our opponent, you know, sees the same motion, and then we can snap it right about here, and then essentially the X, or we can have circle right there on the deep in route. So normally they don't bump into each other like that and, you know, cause all that disruption, but it's good that I did mention it. So if we go back and take a look, this route right here is normally going to cook man, especially if you have a great person running it, but there was just so much bumping and stuff like that. So if you want to run this if you want to run that setup versus man coverage, you're probably going to have to cheat it a little bit and snap the ball early, so you can just have no chance of worrying about that. So what I mean is you want to snap the ball right whenever he crosses the tackle, so that way everything should still be a little clean. And then you can tell you want to low ball that if you have the option to, but those are going to be your two reads between that slant and that in route, excuse me. But you'll see me run this in game, honestly, so you'll be able to see this live. So anyways, you see how he kind of bumped it to him, but still we can still throw that technically. But anyways, we have this route up here, and if they aren't putting a middle third in man coverage, then you have a chance to actually bomb that. So what I mean by that is, I'll show you real quick. So what I mean is, if they're doing something like this, maybe to account for things that you're doing on that side of the field. Now I'm gonna shade over the top and press. Then what we can do is potentially have a one-play touchdown. I'll show you that. Now I spy those two people because you will need a little bit of time, but unfortunately in this game with practice mode, it's hard to buy it. But you can tell he'll basically run right by that guy. Now that time Stokes is just faster than Campbell, but what I wanted you to see is that he ran straight past that middle third, so it gives you a chance. You know, that's all you can ask for. But Stokes is going to be able to keep up with Paris Campbell because he is faster, so you just have to be aware of that. So moving forward, we're going to talk about match coverage, and then we're going to get right into gameplay. So go for quarters right here. Now I'm a baseline every time, because most people will baseline in their match because you really don't want your quarter flats moving. Most decent people are going to do that. Now with this setup, we're going to do the same exact thing. Here we go right here. We're going to take them, motion them across. Now with this, we actually can bomb match coverage and dot them up. So look at X. Notice how X can get open. Now also notice how we're going to have a wide open man. So if they play match coverage, this is a perfect play to beat match coverage, especially if they're baseline in their match, which just about everybody will do because it just makes the most sense. Now this time we'll take a look at cover 4 palms, then we'll take a look at cover 4 quarters, and then we're going to go right to gameplay. So here we go right here. Now we're going to take this guy, motion him across, and keep in mind, watch X, because X, you will be able to throw that with everything other than cover 6. So just keep that in mind. And notice how right here with cover 4 palms, they kind of act like they're going to match it, but they just don't end up playing it correctly. So one more time, I'll show you versus cover 4. Well, I'll show you versus cover 4 quarters one more time, and then after that we're going to get into gameplay. So let's say they press, and also I will show you just one time what happens if they were to not base the line. So notice how they're going to run with him, and we're still going to be able to have that throw. I just want you to see that. So notice how X is still going to be open, and square, you could tell we're getting hollered at, but we pretty much have him for a one-play touchdown. So let's go on and dive right into this gameplay. So here we go. Also, before I kind of get into this gameplay, let me know if you guys think my videos are too long when it comes to me breaking down setups, because I know some of you guys might be used to other content creators when they just kind of show you the setup, show you random coverages, and then that's it. I like to actually go into detail so you can understand fully what's going on. So just let me know. I truly appreciate it. But as you can tell, I actually didn't do my personnel the way I would hope so, because I would never really have Michael Pittman in there, as of course he's going to go ahead and drop the pass, and I was expecting man coverage, and that's exactly what he played. So you can tell right here I'm actually going to go ahead and take him out and then put in Pierce, and now we got the personnel set up exactly how I want to. So I like to predicate speed over overall for the most part. It really all just depends on where they're lined up at. Sometimes some routes are better if they have a better speed advantage. Sometimes it's better just to have overall, depending on if it's a route specific. So anyways, this is another variation where I just take the outside guy, put him on a slant instead of the inside guy. And you can tell we're going to go and try to get a little sticky, and then we are going to get a nice gain out of that. So the good thing about the motion over slant is that it's going to kill every single coverage just as well, but I just really love the speed out route, and I really try to only really use this play for the most part just to show you like this play is just that good. So look at X. I seen man coverage, so I was like, okay, that's not what I want, and that route right there can cook man coverage, and it's good because both the Colts running backs have great speed, and they can have pretty decent route running. So that's why I love this offense with the Colts. Honestly, it's really I'm not gonna say OP, but it's one of the better offenses if you use the Colts with it. So anyways, the good thing also is that they have two great run plays. What I do wish they had, though, I wish they had the read option in here. I think that'll make this offense way better, because then maybe you can sub in another quarterback. I actually don't know the Colts roster like that, so I don't know who they have as a backup. So I figured they have to have somebody with decent speed. If they did, then I would actually just sub him in. But anyways, he's in more of a 3-4 look, so I really have no business running the ball, because 3-4 is a great counter to split close, because you could really just fill those lanes in for the run. So 3-4 is actually a great defensive call. So great defensive call by my opponent, because inside the red zone, 3-4 is going to be the way to go. It's just if you're not in the red zone and my opponent comes on 3-4, I'm going to pass the ball all day long. So right here, this is actually a play I didn't even test out. I was just trying to test out spacing concepts to see if I can create a nice spacing concept where I was really looking at X. I was hoping X was going to sit, but he kind of went further than I thought he would, so it's fine. But I see an R1, so we're going to go ahead and make the opponent miss, and we are going to pick up about 6 yards right there. So nice little play. So right here, it's 3rd and goal. I'm on a 3, so I'm thinking maybe they'll let me run it in, but I know he's in 3-4, so it's pretty much a long shot to see if they're going to give it to me. I'm hoping he try to pass commit or something, but right here we're actually going to snap the ball and just see, and he's just going to absolutely just crack my player. Patrick Queen just going to lay the lumber right there. So it is 4th and goal. Now at this point, this offense is, like I said, it's hard to run it. Really, I'd want to have to switch offenses. That would be the best thing to do. If you're in a scenario, please switch offenses. But whenever I do these type of videos where I like to show you gameplay, I really love to stay in the same offense. That's just me personally. So I really wanted X so bad, but I didn't trust it over there. So we're just gonna get all the time in the world, because he actually did not rush anybody basically but 3 people, and we're gonna find the hole in the defense. So that's the great thing about this. Now I'm only showing you this part because I like to show you guys any type of scoring that I have happen, or any type of turnover I try to show you. So right here we're going to be in 1-4-6, and my opponent's going to be an empty, and it's actually one of my favorite defenses to be in versus empty is 1-4-6 or man coverage. It all depends on what playbook I'm in. So right here, we don't scream at them like we want to, but it's fine because we have everything covered underneath, and then we are going to get the pick, and we are going to try to make a good return out of it, and we pretty much have a decent return. So just wanted to show you that. I like to kind of show you sometimes I show you turnovers, sometimes I don't. It really just depends. But I get a lot of fuss about 1-4-6 when I came out with the video. Some people saying it don't work, and I just want to show you that even if the blitz doesn't come in, it's still a great defense versus certain formations. You just can't run it versus everything basically. So this setup right here, I really love it too, because a lot of times you're gonna have circle open. I could have threw it to him way earlier, but I decided to wait. We are gonna put some stick work on him, and unfortunately we get knocked out at the 1 yard line. So really tried my hardest to actually score right there to get a little clip, but but we got knocked out at the 1. So like I said, man, a lot of people say you know, 146 is just dead. You know, it doesn't really work, but it does. It's just not as consistent. You really just can't run it versus every formation. It's a great blitz, but it's great if you you know, blend it in. Like if it's a 3rd and long, you know, maybe, you know, 2nd and long type of situation, something, you know, where they're gonna have to pass the ball. That's when it's great. It's just not the best run defense at all. So right here, this is halfback wheel, and this is another setup I like. Now, normally what you want to do, I messed up the setup. I want to motion X across, and I didn't really realize it, and this is why I don't like this concept, because that corner route is just way too deep, and that was definitely my fault. I was thinking about the wrong play, and we did throw a pick, unfortunately, but we do end up getting the ball back. So yeah, if you want to call halfback wheel, please do not use that setup, just because that corner out is just way too deep, and that cornerback will have time to come back. So this is the setup that I actually really like with it. I just forgot to motion that guy across, and that was my fault, but the user did run with this. So what I still like to do here is motion that guy in, not motion him in. Anytime the user does what, so basically that's the zone concept, was what I'm trying to say. I was expecting zone, fully expecting it, but he ended up playing man coverage, and that is not a man coverage setup. So I like to actually keep a route short, just so I could playmaker him. That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes I'll be struggling talking, you know. So anyways, this right, I noticed he was playing man, so I want to see if he was gonna play man again. So we are gonna put that guy on the slant, and we had square right there, but we just had it under pressure and accurate, because that route can be cover 4 drop, and he was in cover 4 drop. So definitely could have had a touchdown right there. We just got a unfortunate animation. So anyways, 3rd and 10. Now this is the route that I was thinking about. This is the Z spot play, and this corner route is actually the one that you want to use if you want to create a flood concept, because it's going to do a much better job of you know, getting out there to where you don't actually have the cornerback have a chance to pick it off. You can tell right there, the cornerback would have had no chance even if he clicked on there, just because of the route is ran a lot sharper than the halfback wheel one, because I think they actually nerfed it, if you want to be honest. But anyways, like I told you guys, I love this DBL in play whenever we're on the right hash mark or in the middle of the field. So we're gonna let that guy motion across. We won't let him get to about the numbers, so I'm assuming cover 2 just because of how he played it. And now, like I told you guys, if we don't have X, we're gonna look between R1 and circle, and we had circle coming straight across the middle of the field. So he played some type of match coverage, that's why they played it like that. But unfortunately, we weren't able to take the top off, but we did get a big old chunk gain. So at this point, if you want to be honest, I'm really just thinking about 3, just because it's 9 seconds left and I have no timeouts. So I really just want to see if I can get something quick to the end zone. Just see, you know, if I don't see something I like, I could just throw it out of bounds and then, you know, kick a field goal. That's what I'm thinking. So I was looking at square. That's what I was looking at the whole time. And so I just threw it out the back of the end zone before I could take the sack. And then we are just going to go ahead and take our 3. So I like to play smart sometimes. You know, I don't like to play dumb all the time. So, and also, we did get a turnover. So now we're really in a great position at this point. See, try to take off with Lamar, trying to do too much, and he definitely does fumble. So it is our ball now. So this setup right here is the one I was telling you about. It's really great versus zone coverage. It's not good versus man, but it's great versus zone, because circle is normally always going to be open. As right there, I clearly made the wrong decision. I was looking at circle, threw it to the running back, and I do that a lot. It's probably just comes from me and not playing all day every day like I used to. So I just still make little dumb errors like that. Should have definitely been a pick. So thankfully, they didn't pick it off. But one thing I do want to say that makes me upset with this game is that hard flats are almost useless on this game still. I don't know why Madden can't just make it to where hard flats actually guard stuff without you having to zone drop it. I hope that's something that they do end up fixing. So right here, I'm looking between square and X, but I happen to see that nobody was out there for the quick throw. So we're going to take our quick throws. And if you want to run split close effectively, you're going to have to take those table routes. You have to. If you don't take those table routes, they will zone drop to guard the, you know, the bigger chunk plays. So anyways, like I tell you guys, every time we're on a hash mark, we want to put our 2 receivers to the short side, and we're going to motion that guy across because we're waiting to see if we could hit it. Now, what I do like about this play is that, well, if he would have had the ability on him, maybe he would have picked it off. But definitely a bad read for sure. But if they don't have that hard flat properly at the, you know, where it should be, then you can still throw that because of how quick that out route is. But I would never suggest you throw that versus a hard flat, never. So I really got blessed right there. So right here, I'm looking between X and circle is who I was thinking of, but but he actually did a great job of putting somebody right there in that spot. And I was about to get ready to playmaker that guy to playmaker him out, and you know, we would have had a nice game. So how I love playing offense, if you guys are curious, I love having somebody close that I could playmaker, because those playmakers are really huge if they do something you didn't expect. So right here, it's pretty much gonna be the same play. So we're gonna create a flood concept, but now we got a backside wheel route, you know, so just in case we want to read something. So right here I was looking at square. I noticed it was gonna get open, so I'm deciding right here now. I should have probably threw R1, but I figured I just wanted to get the first down, and we just got a terrible animation. It's unfortunate those animations are still here. Those animations like that have been here since about Madden 20, Madden 19 or something like that, where you playmaker them, you throw it and they dumb out. Don't understand it, but it is what it is. So anyways, 4th and 9, we're gonna try to cook up something right here to see. Now this is halfback wheel. We're gonna take that guy, put him on a hitch, and then I was thinking about motioning him across, so I actually do, and I'm actually gonna read between X and circle at this point and just see where the user's gonna go, what he's gonna do. Now I don't know why the user decided to read on R1, and that was definitely his mistake. He should have ran with circle, and you know, that's why I set up these plays like I do, because I'm gonna make you have to think when you're usering. But terrible decision by my opponent. It's 4th and 9. You have no business looking at something underneath, and you know, those type of things even happen in real life. You know, it's right there. He definitely gets a great hit stick, but those things happen in real life. You know, you go watch football in NFL and you can kind of see the same things. Like, if it's this down in distance, why are you worried about this? You know, or you know, those type of things happen. So it's all about coordinating how you scheme it together. But anyways, right here we're actually going to run the ball, and I'm just trying to get something glitchy. I'm not trying to pass the ball. When you're in split close, you're in the red zone, this is the time you utilize those run plays. Or you know, you can call a screen. I believe they have the screen here. I'm not sure actually. I think they do have the screen in split close. But anyways, I was surprised he wasn't starting. I was surprised he wasn't run committing. But when you have the Ravens and they're on the goal line, I'll just take my 3 honestly. So right here, this is pretty much gonna be the last play of the video though. So right here my opponent is coming out in pistol spread, which I'm end up going to do a scheme about pistol spread. I don't know why he throws that though. There's no reason to throw that. So we are gonna take that to the house basically. Is Lamar gonna catch us? Is he gonna catch us? Nah, they're getting a terrible animation. We're gonna take that to the house, and that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video though. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Rail, and I'm out.